Get ready with my forehead and I. Happy New Moon, guys. I took some time off from content creation. You might not have noticed, but I did, and that was about 2 weeks ago, where I was just posting stuff I already had down. I wasn't motivated to create new content, and the major reason was because it wasn't giving what it should be giving. I felt overwhelmed because I was trying my best as much as I possibly could to put out content, and it just felt like my work wasn't being appreciated. And yes, I didn't like it. So how was taking a break? What did taking a break do for me? I won't say it did anything specific. I just liked that I could be without thinking of the next content I want to create, or how stressful it's going to be, or worry about how I must get a lot of engagement because I'm putting so much into this particular content. That is stressful. And if you're just getting to know me, hi, I'm Adefikayo. I'm a nurse and a makeup artist and a content creator. Generally, I'm a very creative human. So, and once I find out that, I can do this, I really try to do it more often. Balancing work and content creation is a lot. I think the period I had the most time for content creation was sometime in 2020. What year are we? 2023? 2022, towards the end, and that was after I was done with my final exams in school. I had time, and I loved that I had time. And even when I came back home, before I started pushing out applications for an internship slot somewhere, I had time. Our brows should be sisters, not twins. I've tried. I only recently started using powder, a foundation brush to blend my foundation, and I must say I like it. I do. And the moment I did, and let me tell you a little story. So usually I always blended my foundation with a beauty blender. I mean, that was the staple thing that was taught to every makeup artist in the making, or every lady trying to figure out how to do makeup for herself. It was to have a beauty blender to blend your foundation and all of that. So yeah, I started with beauty blenders. So there was this day where I think my beauty blenders were dirty. The one that was clean was spoiled. I don't know if you guys have experienced this, where the beauty blender just doesn't bounce back anymore. When you make it wet, it squishes together and doesn't come back up. It doesn't bounce no matter how much I try to dry it out. I try to use towels and all of that, and it still doesn't work. So this day I was like, well, I have a powder brush, let me use that for my foundation. And honey, since then I've been a lover. I still use beauty blenders now and then, but I just like that my fingers don't have to get dirty and it blends seamlessly. So why not continue? While my mates were so worried about applications and all of that for internship, I had the time. Since I was jobless, I was just a full-time maid in my father's house. I had all the time in the world to pursue and create content as much as I wanted to, because there wasn't school to bother me and I didn't have a job. And I noticed that at that time I had great engagement on my posts, and it was doing well. But the moment I joined the workforce, it all went downhill. Having a 9 to 5 and being a content creator is something challenging somewhat for me. Let's just highlight this a bit. Yeah, has been quite challenging, because when I get back from having such a busy shift, there are days where I'm fortunate and the shift isn't busy, but by the time I get back home, let's say there isn't lights, there's always something trying to kick a girl down, and that itself can be frustrating. But it's a new month, and I'm trying to approach this with a new mindset, a shift in my mindset. I know I'm a great content creator. I'm a great makeup artist. I'm good at this. Come on. I'm good at it, okay? But if there is something you would always find me doing, is building up myself. I like to learn more. I like to, get better at something I'm good at. For instance, let's say someone says, "Oh, Fisher is really good at this particular thing." I don't want them to have a reason to say, "Oh, she's not that good," eventually, if they come to meet me for that thing. So even if I am a pro in quotes, I will try my best as much as possible to build myself more. For instance, say I have a makeup gig. Before I go for that makeup gig, I try to do makeup again just to be sure I still know what I'm doing. So yes, I took a content creation class recently from Face Flip, and it was insightful. It was helpful. It was just really great to speak to someone and have someone put you through, someone that is in the industry that you've seen grow, because I've seen her grow, and honestly it's impressive, which is one of the reasons why I decided to go for the class as well. So yes, let's pray that all that I have learned pays off, because I paid money to learn. So yes, let's pray that it all pays off. So I'm not entirely sure if I am back on your screens full time as often as I used to be when I was jobless. But I'm trying my best to be more present, because I like this. I enjoyed this, and despite how much, all of this might try to frustrate me, I don't want it to get to me. If I was your coworker looking like this, wouldn't you just be so in love? We are practically done with what seems to be a wearable everyday look, and now let's go for the lips. Remember, we're going with wearable. So definitely a lip moisturizer goes first before we begin to, layer in. I've never really gotten the vibe with this whole overlining of the lip thing, because my lips are huge. I'm going to look like a clown if I do it. The base is done. I pretty much look good like this, but as a perfectionist that I am, I would love to blend it out more. Then after blending it out, my type of thing is to go in with a pink pigment from my eyeshadow palette, or lipstick, but most times it's usually from my eyeshadow palette. Here. And then I go over with my gloss. That's all. So tell me, how do I look? Like a 10 over 10 minus nothing. Like this video and save it for later, okay? It could be useful for you.